Okay, just one more video to talk about how we're looking at the AAPPL scoring. What are they going to score you on? How are they going to test you? Now remember, this is a proficiency thing, so you don't get a grade per se, you get a ranking. There's a category, and you'll fall within that category. Okay, so it's not like this kid got 95 out of 100 points. It's like this kid speaks at a novice 1 level or a novice 2 or a novice 3. So let's take a quick look. This is the score guide that actually the official guide for the test. And there's a lot here, so let me just break down some of the most important to you. So they're talking about interpersonal speaking and making self-introductions, telling about yourself. So your lowest score starts here, novice 1, that's what the N is for. This means that you can say a few things about yourself, so like you can say your name, and here's the important part. You can say common things with single words. So like you're a student, you could say 学生美国男老师, stuff like that. So their advice to get beyond that level is try to use more than one word. Try to use a phrase. 我是学生. So if you can use that in a sentence, you've already gotten past N1. Because what are they saying? You can say some things about yourself. You can use some phrases. You can understand common familiar questions. I'm pretty confident you guys are good here. So their advice to get even beyond the novice 2 level, practice asking more questions on the topics. Now, when you're doing your speaking test, that's okay. In fact, that's good because questions show that you're engaged in the conversation. So if somebody says, 你喜欢什么颜色? What colors do you like? You can say like, 我喜欢红色. Already you're an N2 because you're not just saying 红色. You're saying I like red. But then throw in a question. 你喜欢什么颜色? And that's cool. Keep learning new words. Vocab will spice up your stuff, right? Okay, 3. And 3 means you can say a number of things about yourself. You can list. So you're not just single phrases, but you're like, I like all of these things. Or here's all these things about me. And you can throw them in. Their advice to get even beyond novice 3 is practice lots of conversation, start the conversation, keep it going, and end it. So when you're telling me stories on Flipgrid, I want you to be like, one day, 有一天, there was a girl named Leo. She went shopping. This happened, that happened, blah, blah, blah. And then she went home and she was happy. Beginning, middle, end. Okay? Practice makes perfect on these, and I will force you to practice because that's what your assignments will be. And 4, you can be part of a conversation. So now this is beyond just you listing some stuff about yourself. You're conversating with people. You're engaged in exchanging meeting with individuals. Much of the time, you can use your language to express your thoughts and get the things you need. This is beyond just telling a little bit of trivia about yourself. This is accomplishing actual tasks. So keys here on the strategy. Keep the conversation going. How do you do that? Ask questions. Work with your partner to find understanding. Keep saying more. Pretend you're in a situation where you need to do something or you need to get something done. Okay? Put yourself in that frame of mind. You'll be okay there. Next thing, now we take a big leap up from novice into intermediate. This is where we really want to land. Intermediate is important and it's very appropriate to your number of years and everything you've had in Chinese. Intermediate's good. You can have a conversation about yourself and your life. You can explain your thoughts. Look at this. You tend to speak in single sentences. So sometimes you're going to speak more than a single sentence. Sometimes that's going to be all you're capable of. And I mean, how does that feel compared to your skills? You can ask and answer simple questions. You can jump into a conversation. Okay, and once you've answered the question, try to add a little something more. So if the question is like, what foods do you like? You can be like, I like these foods. My mom really likes watermelons. And then you can throw in something aside, something extra. Okay. Last tip here, we get up into I2. You can do all of this in a way that your teacher and other users who are used to the language can understand. So this gets you in that 3 or 4 on the speaking rubric that I talked about before. Combine your sentences with things like but, because, and when. Okay, more details, more details, more details. That's it.